Despite the political brawling, up to 1 million families stand to get extra payments from the budget. But as Greg Jennett reports, the big spending cuts the Treasurer pulled off to get his surplus has left some groups feeling they're paying the price.
The Abrahams of Melbourne. 2 children, 1 income.
My role as a stay-at-home mum is to obviously bring up our children with his support and support him.
But Bruce Abraham is paid well above average. So what did the budget bring to him?
I think it was about 6 cents a week, $3 a year.
He's philosophical about means testing, almost resigned to it.
But it does seem that regularly these budgets tend to sort of work on the middle income earners and perhaps those that are a little bit higher up than that miss out, and that seems to be the nature of the last few years.
But the budget's cash payment winners will include families with 2 children in primary and 2 in high school, earning a combined $140,000. They stand to get an extra $3,000 through family tax and school bonus schemes. Or a couple with 2 teenagers on $96,000 will be around $1,000 a year better off.
Ayes have it. The clerk.
Passage of the school kids bonus means some of the money is now in the bag. $1 billion leaves this group feeling better off.
The commitment that the government had announced last night is really a big step forward and it really will have a huge impact.
The disability insurance scheme's been funded to reach 10,000 people. State money could top it up, but the budget generally hasn't gone down well with the premiers.
I think that cartoon says it all. That's what this government has done.
This Labor government's federal budget is a budget for the East Coast to be paid for by the West Coast. Simple as that.
A projected $11 billion fall-off in GST revenue has added to their fiscal fright.
What I'm disappointed about is that New South Wales doesn't get its fair share of funding. For infrastructure projects, it doesn't get its fair share of revenue.
Nor do those involved in foreign aid think that's getting a fair share either. The almost $3 billion in savings there has some aid groups counting a cost in lives.
We estimate that this will cost something like 200,000 lives a year.
The world can pass judgment when it votes on Australia's UN Security Council bid. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.